Hey, everyone, welcome to my today's night stream. We all remember that I made promise to you people that I'll be running live today. Welcome. If you are present, you can say hi so that we know how many people that are present, because I think this is one of the vital information and what most people have expected to hear from me that I'm going to share. So if you are here, just know that your presence is highly recognized. You can as well say hi in the comment section. So my subscribers have already know me, but in case you are my new viewers, my new subscribers, my name is Princess. I live and study in Novi Sad, Serbia at Faculty of Pharmacy. So, and I have promised, Yona Nambozi, you are highly welcome to this nice stream. In fact, you are going to benefit a lot from this motivating story, because I want to share this story to motivate others and to encourage each and every one of you that are still hoping and stronging to travel abroad, and maybe this information will help you to make the right choice and stop wasting your time. So you're highly welcome to the nice stream. So in case you are new to my channel, as I said, I am Princess, a student at Faculty of Pharmacy in Novi Sad. So in case you are new to this channel, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel, because it will cost you nothing, so that you will be getting every update. Because for this summer, I have realized my mistake. I have to share my time to divide it, to use 1/4 of it on my channel to discuss with my viewers, so that because they have been expecting much from me, and I think this is the time for us to do that. As I promised from the onset, that every information I'm going to be giving in this channel is going to be real, raw, and honest experience from me. There is nothing like just a YouTuber talk or something like that. No, I am not like other bloggers or other YouTubers. I have to be honest, so that if you happen that eventually you got here tomorrow, you will say, oh, this is what this girl said, and you can confirm to it, than coming here and see another thing. That is why I promise from onset to be honest in every information I'll be sharing here. All of you are highly welcome. So if you are new to my channel, kindly press subscription button and subscribe, and also refer the channel to your friends. Encourage them so that you don't benefit alone. We grow from helping others. So let's grow together. Let's conquer our fears together. But as I said, as I promised yesterday, in today's night stream, I'm going to discuss what actually motivated me to Serbia, why I choose Serbia instead of others and just countries. Because most times people always think You choose to travel to Serbia maybe because of financial other things. No, and that is why I'm making this video, to share what actually attracted me to Serbia and why I choose it instead of other European countries within Schengen zone. And that is why I'm making this video. And the other countries, the easiest countries you can travel from Serbia to Schengen. I will mention those easiest Schengen countries that, in fact, they hardly deny you visa from Serbia when you are submitting your application from here in Serbia. So I'm going to discuss that. First and foremost, I want to start. Why do I find myself here in Serbia instead of other European countries like Germany, France, Austria, and so many of them? Why here? Okay, first and foremost, I must be honest, as I promised. This journey started from 2023. Yes, of course, I have been having passion to study in abroad because I know that I have family that needs that can support me to achieve the dream. So it has been one of my biggest dream and my passion ever since. So on 2023, my family granted me the request. There was a kind of, okay, since you want to study abroad, after all, your brother has studied abroad and they can see the benefit that it's worth it. So since you want to study abroad, no problem, but you have to choose a country. But at the same time, they are choosing a country for me. Most of you might doubt this video because I can see that some of us have been even this thing, doubting hype in everything you say. Even when you are honest about your information, they will still say, how is it possible? How can she leave almighty UK to find herself in Serbia? And that is why I'm making this video, to tell you my reason. Each and every one of us might have a different reason, but this is my own perspective and my own reason, and no one can question it. So, on 2023, my study journey started. So, when I was in Nigeria, I'm someone that have passion about abroad. So I engage, I spend, because I don't do most of other things. I spend most of my times indoor doing nothing other than watching television. Of course, I may be helping my mom in domestic activities at home, maybe cooking and all that, you know. So I have most of my times spending doing research online, you know. I engage, in fact, 80% of my time spending it doing research in different countries that might shoot me or other of my friends that I know, because I have helped many people. During that time, I have free time to process admission, like in France, Malta, Finland, UK. Yes, we all know that UK is the easiest country to secure admission. So this journey started, as I said, by 2023, when my family said, okay, since you say you want to study abroad, because mind you, I have done my first degree in Nigeria. This is my second degree I'm doing now, because I am not doing master's here. I'm still doing another degree because it has been my greatest passion and my dream, and I say that now is the time to achieve that. So when my family permitted me to go ahead, of course, I was super excited. I was so happy. And ever since in my life, I have interest. My greatest interest is on all the Sengye countries, irrespective of the countries, whether there is no money or there is money, I don't care. Name me, my major goal, just name me, just have Sengye visa on my passport. So that has been my greatest passion in life. So during that time, my brother was a kind of, okay, since you have studied the health-related course, in UK, yes, you can run your master, more especially when you already have a medical background in your previous study. It will be so easy for you to migrate to full medical courses. So my brother was a kind of, apply for your master's in UK into nursing, highest you will do is just 2 years and you will have your degree. I was actually doing everything, trying to convince my brother that UK is not the best option to me. So I have no tangible reason at that moment to convince him. I was a kind of, have you checked the tuition fee for nurses in UK? That is quite high. And yes, he's someone that studied in UK all his lifetime till now, that he's a professor in abroad. So he's into academic for his full life, because he has been stronging for that he want to become a professor when he's still young, for him to enjoy the career, not when so he never gave break off when it comes to study. The only time you see my brother know how to do best is just to study all his life. So he studied masters, PhD, and he became this professor. Now, glory be to God. He has been my source of inspiration and my mentor and my strength at the same time. So that time he chose UK for me as his first option. I was a kind of, what? This United Kingdom. I have spoke with a lot of my friends and other families that are not my immediate families in UK. How is life in UK? And I'm someone that I don't like working under pressure. Sincerely, I don't like working under pressure, which all my family knows me for that. Yes. So I was a kind of, brother, the tuition fee for this UK is very, very high, 17,000 pounds, and you pay for 2 years. Can you calculate how much it is before you talk about other things? He was a kind of, am I the one paying the tuition? So why am I so bothered about the tuition fee? I was kind of, but I will still be, I know, yes, actually, to raise such amount of money, even though, yes, my family decide to be paying the tuition, but what about my house rent and other living expenses? I must kill myself and compare with, as in, couple with the pressure, the stress that come with medical courses. For those of us that have done medical courses, it's not just any course you can do anyhow. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Anatomy, we humble you. So I told my brother, but what if I rejected your offer? I don't want to study in UK. I want to travel to another country. I started giving my excuses and reasons. Okay, I started making a whole lot of research, and I found much information about Malta, and I picked interest to Malta because why? It's an English-speaking country, and aside that, the healthcare system, they pays very well to their healthcare workers. So health courses have been my major goal all this while. So, and they pays very well. So I'm considering 2 options, either to go for my master's or to engage in another bachelor degree. So, and it has been part of my dream at the same time to have European degree, to just deal with anything, as in Nigeria, I just want to have, that kind of feeling you have when you have European certificate. You can easily get job in any country without limitation and all that, or discrimination. So it has been my dream. I was a kind of, okay, since I'm still strong and young, why not give it a try? And I have some people to support me. I have an amazing family that can support me to achieve that dream. So I started making research. I got admission. I was admitted into 2 universities in Malta. One of them is Global College Malta. The other one is American University Malta. So which my course in American University is Health and Social Care, which the tuition fee was 2,250 euro. And I was super excited because some people was telling me, Malta, don't deny visa, you know, that kind of feeling. So it happened that my family just want to encourage me for all those steps. So they struggle, no matter how difficult it was, they struggle to pay my full tuition fee for the Malta, which is 12,250 euro. It was not easy, but they struggle to make sure anything that can cause coercion in visa process, or that can make them say that they denied me visa, they don't want to hear it. They just want me to be happy and focus on my study to achieve that dream. So they paid the full tuition for 1 year. Got me accommodation, and then because Malta don't have embassy in Nigeria, and we were the last set that send our passport through UPS before they started using VFS. So we was the last. In fact, I'm just the last candidate. Other people among my state use VFS. So I was even happy. I was super excited. I was rejoicing then that, oh, at least my visa will be granted. Imagine you feel like you have succeeded, and they having that kind of feeling that after all, you pay full tuition fee and your sponsor have good documents and the financial background. What else are they looking for? They can never deny it. I never knew that. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So my family started telling me after the visa submission, my family, when I have submitted all the required documents, including my sponsor's ATM, both front and back, you will snap it and send to them everything. So my family have even started telling me, my mom has started drying things. You know that kind of how mothers made their preparation now, drying egusi and all that. I was busy preparing that I'm traveling abroad. My brother have even sent me to get a yellow card. This was even telling me it's not part of the requirement. You say you have to go and get it in case that sometimes it's needed. So I was busy preparing. Never knew that something that is bigger than me is actually coming to me. So, to cut the whole story short, my birthday is on December 7th, and the worst happened to me. It was the day that I will never forget. Imagine the day you're supposed to be happy, rejoicing, celebrating. And on that day, exact day, was the day UPS got my passport delivered. This is actually funny, but it's not actually, it's not a nice story, but it's funny to me now, because sometimes I thank God that they even denied me that visa, because I don't even know what would have happened to me now, or how the environment would have been to me. So now, yes, I'm using it to cut fund, because of course I am already in Europe. Oh my God, visa denial on the day of my birthday. That was not funny at all. Oh, when I got the passport, because they did not stamp it, they put the rejection letter in a separate paper. Already when I see the separate paper, you know, when you are connecting passport and you're seeing white paper inside it, just start crying. If you want to cry or whatsoever thing you want to do to yourself, just know that it's a rejection letter. So once I walked downstairs to connect it from the UPS people, and I couldn't even go to upstairs. I started from the staircase to open the passport, and I saw that white paper. As I just walked in, my mom have already know there is no hope. I was crying, screaming to the extent you even think if somebody actually died or just because of visa denial. Of course, I did not expect that. I was hoping that even sometimes if I tell my people if they grant the visa, they will be like, what do I mean if they grant the visa? Your visa have been approved. Just be packing your things, arranging your things. So it was unexpected. I never expected that after paying such huge amount of money for tuition fee and submitting other necessary documents that they demanded. I never expected rejection letter. I was thinking my passport will be stamped. So at that moment, I was crying because checking how much my people have spent and the money they have wasted and the money they are still going to lose, because yes, they are going to refund me, but not all the percentage of the tuition. I never knew that they are meant to remove 25% from my tuition fee plus other money I spent during the admission process, which is around 700 or more than euros, all the application and this many things they listed in that admission this thing. So that is just how my Serbia journey started. I knocked up myself in my room. I was crying. They were begging me because I want them to reassure me that they will still stand by me in any other step, that I should stop crying. That is the only thing I just want to hear. They were my family was a kind of, see someone, them that wasted their money, they were not even crying. I'm the one that cries more than them. I should just, some people got denied 3 times before they get their visa. I should put, pick my courage and put more effort that this time around, God will make it possible. That time, I'm not even smiling within myself, but at least I know that they have reassured me. I was scared before they will say, after wasting all this money, this is the end of travel to you. And of course, when you're doing something, you don't have any money on your own, not even a kobo. So everything just depends on your family, other people around you. So you don't expect much, despite that, yes, it's my family, but at the same time, you still be considerate. So at that moment, I have to wipe my tears and pick more courage. Okay, after 1 week, my beloved brother, called me. Yes, he's not in Nigeria because he's in natural also in abroad, as I stated so far, that I have to start making another application, and his rule is he will never get admission for you, because if he allow me, I will just feel so relaxed, and if he get admission for me, he's obviously going to study it for me, that his own duty is anything concerning finance. But you see, my research, he can help other people. Mind you, he can help other people and secure admission freely, some of my friends and family friends. But for me, he wants me to really do it and see how it is. He says it's the own sacrifice and my own price that I have to pay. So, but he wants me to do UK, that I should do UK. Yes, that no matter how it is, that they will able to do it. At least they can be paying my fee, I can be working to pay my bills. UK self, aside the fuel or whatsoever bills, never be my interest when it comes to my travel countries, my dream countries. I can just visit UK, but not obviously to stay in UK. No, it's not my kind of environment. I always see it as just like nothing different from UK and Nigeria. They are almost the same thing, actually. So that is how I started my journey, I started searching for countries I can use to convince my brother, and I was scared to try another country. I got admission in Germany, but no appointment. So that my admission expired because Germany appointment can spend getting to 2 years before you have appointment this thing for visa. So getting admission there is just a waste of time. My admission got expired despite all the money I spent during the processes. So if not, Germany is another short country. So far you have the money for block account. Yes. Once you have the money for block account, I will ask you, if you are not in haste to travel because the appointment actually take time, to try Germany. You will not regret it. They will ask, so far you blocked that account, they will grant you your study visa. So, and almost all their universities are free. In fact, just like paying semester due, which may be around maybe 200 euros. But mind you, you will block around 13,500 euro in German bank. They will block it. That is the block account, to make sure that you are financial capable. And during your study, they will be giving you that money monthly as your pocket money. So that is how their country is. But obviously, it's a good country. Yes, and once you do that, they will not reject your visa. So my major interest then is just countries that can grant me access to Europe, except UK. But at that moment, I have concluded that instead for me to stay in Nigeria, I will just accept to study in UK. After all, I have some friends there. It's not something that I'm going to die. I will still join other people and still cope the way they are coping. So, but it never be my dream country. So, I started making research. The first country I searched and I fell in love to was actually Montenegro and not Serbia. Let's be honest ourselves. I never thought about Serbia. It's actually Montenegro. I met a girl that is in Dubai. Oh my God, she really encouraged me a lot. And she was trying to come out from Dubai to Europe, you know. Oh, Kissing a calf. Welcome to my nice stream. You are highly welcome. I really appreciate your presence. In case you are new, kindly subscribe to the channel so that you'll be getting every information and the other updates I'll be posting here. So you're welcome. So my interest then was not Serbia, it was Montenegro. I was researching about Montenegro. I fell in love totally, everything about Montenegro. To the extent I never see that kind of desire. I desire Montenegro at that moment, to the extent that even though you offer me US, I will still tell you I want to go to Montenegro. It's like crazy. My mom was a kind of, why do you prefer this all this smaller country to the offer that your brother is giving you? Try this UK at least. I don't want you to cry again. And I will say, Mommy, this Montenegro, just keep calm. Let me get to Montenegro. I will surprise you people. You will see that Montenegro is the best country in the world. I always desire a smaller country that most large number of Nigerians are not yet in. I don't know why, but I don't like a crowded environment. I always like a smaller environment where just nature and peaceful. That is just me. So at that moment, I started writing to different universities in Montenegro, but the only one that responded was only Vente and UGD University. And Vete don't have any science courses. Even though I say let me use my bachelor degree from Nigeria to apply for masters, it will not work because they don't have science courses in that Vente University. Because that Vente, I realized that this school will actually take me to any country of my choice in Senja without stress. So why not give it a trial? And I check this particular school is originated from France. What does this mean? And they have campuses in every country in Europe, both in US, almost all countries in Europe and even in some African countries. But those ones, even in African countries, are more expensive compared to the campus they have in Montenegro. Montenegro's own is just for mass MBA around 4,500, if I'm not mistaken. So at that moment, I was a kind of, okay, should I go for master, as in to run my MBA, with my degree in Nigeria? So I mailed the school, I sent my document. They were kind of, I didn't have anything about tourism and management, because that university is just on about tourism, hospitality, and management. Anything about that is just perfect for the university. And that university, if you're studying in the university, just 6 months in Montenegro, 6 months internship in other countries in Senja zone. So I feel like even though you want to transfer to any other campus in any countries in Senja, just like drinking bread, drinking tea with bread in the morning, very easy. So that was how my journey started. They said, okay, since I don't have, I did a pure science course and it's even medical, for me to migrate to hospitality or tourism management, I have to do a short bridge course, which is 6 months. Even I have a friend there, I forwarded the document as well. She have HND. They even accepted that HND for MBA, but she have to run 6 months short program. And again, even though you have degree and science course and you want to do that MBA program, because as I said, it's mainly for tourism and hospitality management, you have to run 6 months program first and pass exam, then you start your MBA. Or if you want bachelor, of course, their bachelor is around 2,500 per year in English. So I find this university very interesting, but because they don't have science courses, and I don't know how I'm going to convince my family to grant me this opportunity that I have found in Montenegro, because I don't even know, even though I convince any other person in my family, my brother might stand against it because he will be like, why leaving science medical background to tourism, but I know that tourism is a great distance in abroad. It's sound like medical field. In fact, anyone that studied anything hospitality, tourism management will never regret it now. In fact, I don't even know, it fast when it comes to job opportunities than even medical, because medical will require you to write some exams in some country before you're able to practice based on because of language barrier or something like that. So, but in tourism, you always the opportunity to work and work and work and work without limitation, and they pays very well, very, very well. So at that moment, I say, I know that this thing will not work. So let me not even, I started thinking, how do I present this thing to my brother? How do I present this thing to my family? It's only my mom that I have told about it, but how am I going to? She was a kind of, say it by yourself. Am I traveling with you? It's you that know what you want. You have to state your choice by yourself. So at that moment, I started searching for other universities. I met one girl, she's from Montenegro, doing her PhD in Hungary. So we became a friend online. She was a kind of, when I spread my situation, I told her that I have contacted many universities in her country, but they were not responding. She said, okay, I should not worry, that I should be traveling very soon. I should forward my document to her so that she will take my document to that university to ask them some certain questions. And she actually did. When she did, the university told her that I have to complete my recognition, which is taken around, it's not like Serbian recognition, that they can start up the process and give you confirmation that they have started it, and your admission will still be processing, moving to another stage. This one, according to their university, you have to complete the recognition before you can be able to process their admission. And at that moment, I don't even have such time. How am I even going to start the recognition? I'm not in the country. Okay. I later got one immigration personnel that volunteered to help we created Montenegro group then. I invited the immigration personnel that shared the great information about immigration and everything about Montenegro and some other option you can use to migrate to Montenegro, and he can help us to do the recognition. Look at how much that we will pay, his charges and the charges of the one of Ministry of Education. And at that moment, he told us that he visited those schools and they still tell him that someone that is asking about how can you acquire a job in Serbia, I will be talking about it, okay? Just stay tuned. And if you never subscribe, just subscribe. I will talk about it. So at that moment, so Eunice, first, I will tell you about it. You're highly welcome, dear. You're welcome. I will tell you. So at that moment, I have no time. That Montenegro lady advised me that she told me, see, Serbia is far much better in education than Montenegro, not in terms of quality education, because the two countries are almost the same. They are just like twins. Yes, they are just like as in brothers from the same mother and the same father. So, but they have much number of international students in Serbia, can easily get information than from their country. So I should focus much of my search in Serbia. And she assured me that I will never regret it, that there are millions of Africans even that are studying in Serbia with scholarship, that is how I started searching about Serbia. And Serbia made me crazy. It's not like every other European country I have been processing admission, because you will make their university no response. I was a kind of, what is happening? Am I doing a wrong thing? And one thing I realized during the Serbia process, you people should pay attention to this. When you want to make a university, please don't just make got email for general email for university as a university email. It doesn't work that way. You have to search for a course coordinator email for a particular faculty that you want to study in. A particular faculty, not like, for instance, now, if you come to my University of Novi Sad, for instance, and you want to study social science, you will not just drop your email that you have found email about the university. It doesn't work that way. You have to look for email for the course coordinator for that particular faculty. Find that email that particular, send email to that email and be waiting for the response. Some of them will not even respond to infinity. Even some of the university I contacted them never responded to now. So when I started searching, okay, before I missed out something, let me share this. Because even when the girl told me I should start searching in Serbia, I never gave up in my Montenegro dream, because I have researched everything about the country and I fell in love totally. I said, how can I miss this kind sweet country to Serbia? I never even dream about Serbia for any time. So I started searching for job offer, which I later got one. In my next video, I will share that how I process that job. Yes, maybe tomorrow or next, I will make a video to share, even to mention the name of the industry. I got that job. I did interview for 3 a company in Montenegro, and one gave me a summer job. They has asked me to send my passport for guarantee letter so that I can proceed with my visa and other things, because it's Serbia embassy that still handle their visa. At that moment, I say, I can't keep quiet again. I have to involve my people at that moment, because they told me that they will not sponsor my flight, but they will give me all the documents needed for my visa. And if my visa is approved, of course, I will use my money to come, but they will provide accommodation for me. And their pay is very, very good. And you know that the Montenegro currency is euro. So at that moment, I have to open up I told my people that see, I told my brother I have gotten job in this company in Montenegro. I sent my destiny, my contract destiny. I was expecting them to be extremely happy about it. You know, that kind of thing, something you did on your own without even asking them, telling them when you started it, because I know that they might discourage me. So I was doing everything on my own then. So when I share that offer, this in contract, employment contract, I was expecting then my brother was a kind of, wow, how did you do it? I sent my resume and everything that I submitted, and he checked, and actually, yes, it's a real this thing. It was actually existed. But at the same time, he told me congratulations, but he came back after 2 days. So no, I want you to go for study option. I told him I have done my first degree in Nigeria, and again, it's not that I just want to travel abroad. It's not that I actually want to study. He said, what? That you can still do it. You're still young, you can still do it. So we will encourage you to go for study, but you have to go for, why not leave this about first degree in Nigeria and consider something like nursing program, nursing science, that is actually say in every country and abroad, and I know that you can do it. I was a kind of okay, but do you know that you'll be paying for every year for tuition, which the tuition is not cheap? He said, of course, at least if he's spending for it, he will know that it's worth it at the end. I said, okay. But it took me time. That was how I lose that job offer. And there are some other African country working in that industry. It's actually a hotel, a 5-star hotel. They have millions of positions, which I will discuss with you people in my next video. Millions of, more than 15 positions you choose based on what you think that you should do and you have the experience of, so that because they will engage you on video interview to interview you to know if actually you can actually do it. So after that time, I started my Serbia journey, and at that moment, Serbia admission was very, very strange. Unlike every other admission I had been processing, they were making me crazy then. I was running by, and at the same time, I was running out of time. And I don't want to lose the opportunity because I know what it implies. I will have to wait for next year or something like that. I met somebody that introduced me to another person, a Ghanaian lady, and that lady had been a sister, like elder sister to me ever since I got here. Introduced me with a Ghanaian lady that since you're having difficulty with recognition, all those things, transcript analysis, and every other thing, you have to use an insider to make something faster for yourself. I said, okay. The person advised me to avoid the India people. That yes, they will charge me like 3,000 euros to process admission and visa to me, but they will end up maybe giving me fake admission, or they will not even do the job. That I should make sure that that Ghanaian lady is what's done for her and she delivered it accurately. I was a kind of, okay, thank you so much. So I'm the kind of person, because yes, I'm good at research as well. When I see genuine person, I will know, yes, I will know I have spent much of my money, even stay now. When many of you might know the lady, I pay 50,000 for just 20-minute consultation fee, and she end up telling me nothing because she just wants me to pay another 2,000 euros for the whole process. She didn't even give me accurate information that I needed. I was a kind of, what is all this? The little pocket money I got from my people, someone that is not working, I will just be spending it to make sure that I navigate the ocean from abroad. So after that time, I started talking with the lady. The lady said that 1,500 euros, that in that 1,500 euros, recognition fee, which in my institution, recognition fee, is around 270 euro. It varies from university to university. Application fee 100 euro, transcript analysis 100 and something. In fact, there are millions of other things that involve in the money with her own service fee. She told me that how she works is I will first pay 1,000 euro before After my admission, I pay 500 euro before we start the visa process, and that is how I end up here. I beg, my people, beg. It's a difficult journey, but finally, when they agreed to make the payment, they made the payment, and we started. At the end, I write my entrance exam, and God granted me success. It was a merit. I got my offer letter. I started my visa process, and every other thing was very, very smooth. Just the day I went for my visa submission, oh my God, I found a favor. The person connecting the document, she fell in love with the installation. I installed one hair, 1 week then. So she fell in love with that particular hair. She was a kind of, oh, I love this your hair. How much? So we became like a friend. You not believe that she's visa officials. So she was spend more time to make sure that she checked all my documents one after the other. She checked it, and she told me, okay, I should not worry. I told her that, see, I will be very happy if this. She actually told me that she's not in charge of visa decision, but she assured me with this kind of document that I'm submitting, even devil will respect the documents, that nothing will make them to deny my visa, that I should just go and be preparing. After 2 weeks of my submission, of course, one fateful day, I got a call. It was the lady that just called me. She was a kind of, hey, I'm calling you from Serbia embassy. Is that your friend you met? Come and pick your visa. Your visa have been approved. She revealed it to me. She revealed it very, very clear. She just said it's not like this one. You'll be going and you'll be guessing what is inside. She revealed it. Come and pick your visa. Your visa have been approved. I said, wow, but I have left Abuja by then. Please, I want to send someone. Or do people have option for shipping? Maybe I can make payment to people. He said, no, they don't have. I have to send someone. So at that moment, I transfer money to, of course, I have family in Abuja. So I transfer money to them to pick the passport, and they sent the passport to me. So that is how I bought my flight ticket, and I ended up here in Serbia. Okay, why I ended up here? I never quench my dream. I still speeding it up, Serbia is just acted as stand as a catalyst that speed it up faster than I ever thought. I couldn't spend the semester. I went to apply for vacation in Italy. Yes, I connected document from my university to apply for vacation visa. So when I went, I got just like 2 days. I went to get a multiple entry, just travel for weekend and come back. I submit my sponsor's bank statement and my Serbia bank, my Euro account in Serbia. I printed it because at that moment, my people paid the money for my rent and living expenses. I just printed the bank statement and I still remove my money. So because of course, as a student that have no money, so you have to use your brain. So I took every necessary requirement concerning Tanya tourist visa. I submitted my documents at Tanya embassy, and after 5 days, they called me for pickup. I was super happy that they will grant me this visa. As I went there, I no see any stamp in my passport, in Tanya stamp. I no see rejection letter. I was confused. I was a kind of, does it mean that you people forgot to stamp the passport? They say I should wait, that the consulate want to speak to me. Finally, they called me. I went in to the consulate office, the person that is making final decision about visa. We had an interview together with him. I discussed my situation and everything. I was just being honest that I just want to visit. That when I was coming to Serbia, I said that yes, as a student, that I will use the opportunity to travel to many countries that I never adventure and something like that. He was a kind of, you never even spent a semester with your faculty. You never have a strong soul tie. Nothing has been recorded in your index book. That they don't trust you and they can't grant you this visa. But they have to give you 2 options because they realize that you are being honest. So they have to give you an option. One might favor you. It depends on what you choose. If I want them to give me rejection letter and the denial will be recorded in their system, or I want them to wipe everything concerning that visa application from their system, so that even though I'm applying for future visa, it will not see that, yes, this embassy has been rejected me. Imagine discussing like that. This is the privilege you will not have in any of African countries. You just go and carry your denial. It doesn't concern them whatsoever reason. I just told them that I want it to be wiped off. I don't want it to be recorded. So they wiped it out. And they told me, okay, maybe after 1 year you have spent time, write your exam, semester exam, you can come back for your visa application, like that, okay? I said, okay, since Tanya, this thing have denied me, okay, let me try my dream country now, which is Montenegro. I went to apply for Montenegro visa. They gave me 6 months, multiple entry. So I traveled to Montenegro. I spent 2 days. Of course, the hotel was expensive. I have to run back. And of course, to focus on my study as well. At least, I say, okay, I have achieved this. So another country I have actually traveled to from here is Croatia, which in my next video, I have a lot of information. I'll be giving this information one after the other. It's not something to share just in a day. No, I'll be making video concerning all this to share how all this can be achieved, how it's possible, and the necessary documents required for all that. So that is how I ended up here. And at this moment, I'm on process at Greece. Yes, I'll be going for submission very soon. Of course, I know they will grant it because this is summer. So some students even travel to different countries like Germany for summer work and all that. So this is summer. I have a good reason. I have millions of my course mates. They even have UK, 6 month multiple entry, and so many other countries. And that is why I'm making this video, to encourage any one of you in any country, be it Asia, Africa, or whatsoever nationality, that I'll be struggling with any visa. Serbia, not only that they will grant you visa with the right document, but I thank God that Malta denied me visa, because here is very friendly environment. It shoots my own nice style. Very, very amazing set of people, no stress, friendly, very, very friendly. And in my next video, if I tell you people how much you can make and the job you can do to make it, you might be surprised. Most of you might even be saying that all this YouTuber, but what do I stand to gain? After all, I always state it very bold. I am not working, yes. Now that I'm in summer distance, I can work, but during my study, I don't work because my people just want me to focus on my distance. But a lot of people, it's not even, how can I count them, are working, paying their tuition fee, sending money home in every month. They make sure they send money to Africa, to the family. Yes, very, very well. I'll be discussing all that and how it can be achieved. It's very, very easy. It's something you can achieve, and the most paid job, I will discuss it. It's not going to end in one video. So I just decided to share this, my experience today, to encourage each and every one of you to keep moving. Yes, all of you, we can do it together to conquer our fear. And for anyone that wants preliminary discussion, I always have this. I'm doing a promo this week. Consultation is 10,000. If you want to navigate any option that is stable for you, you can ask people that have they confirm that it's actually worth more than that. But after the promo, it remains 20,000. So we discuss, as in on WhatsApp call, we discuss best option. You ask any question you actually want to know, anything you actually want us to discuss about. I will tell you everything. In fact, it will be the best opportunity to you. You can ask those that have engaged in that. One mommy that I just finished a conversation with, she was a kind of, in fact, she was praying to me. So that is just it. Because yes, I'm a student. I do this, I connect small amount, I'm not greedy. That is why I realize that things are hard, but I use it to encourage myself, as in to make me more motivated. That is why I'm doing that. And I do research to gather all this. I visit some people, lawyers here, to make sure that I have legit information that are real and the other experiences. So I do it to encourage myself as a student. Of course, you know that everything in Europe is money. Time is money in Europe. Nothing is free in Europe. So that is why. And if you want to study medical course of care, well, will be the price. If you can do it, I always open for discussion and asking question in my night session. Yes, I will tell you. Of course, I have been making video about it. But if you feel that you need special assistance and you want somebody, I can refer you for genuine, somebody that did as I mentioned, or if it's medical, maybe I can run it for you. That is just how it is. Because traveling from other cities at least, for medical, the city is closer to my own city, so I can able to create time for that. So, hi sister, Nosi that is asking Onyinye, Nosi that is asking about job in Serbia. In fact, because of the question, I assured you I will run live tomorrow. I will run live by 5 p.m. tomorrow. By 5 or 7 p.m. in case if there is anything that happens. So I will run live. I can call my WhatsApp number to you, but if you scroll through my comment section, you will see where I have dropped the number or email to some people requesting for it. But if you want me, I can call it now so that you write it down. If you want to say hi so that I can call it, but if you can go through the comment section, then no problem to search for it. But if you want me to call it, carry your paper or your phone, then let me give you the number now. Okay, 070 6744 6983. I repeat again, in case, I don't know if you are in Nigeria, in case you are not in Nigeria, let me put our country code. +234 70 6744 6983. I don't know, have you gotten it? If you have gotten it, say yes. But if you want me to repeat it, you call my attention. +234 70 6744 6983. I believe you have gotten it now. Have you? So that is just it. So in tomorrow's video, probably I will run live if it's maybe 5 p.m. because as I promised, I have to share my time to be engaging you people in this like a channel for family discussion. Yes, I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm just leaving my simple knife, so I will knife to carry each and every one. Yeah, for someone that is asking me for accommodation, it depends on your city. It depends on your city. Like my accommodation, I'm paying 450 euro per month, but Novi Sad is very expensive. And not that Novi Sad is expensive. This is medical accommodation. Okay, in Belgrade, you know, it's all cities. Some of my friends that are in Belgrade, you can get accommodation of 250 or share the apartment, as in maybe 2-bedroom flat or 400. You share it to 200 outside bill. But here I'm staying in my faculty accommodation. It's actually expensive, but the included bill and the hygienic and everything in the internet is 450 euro every month. So, but in Belgrade, it depends on your lifestyle actually, but you can get something 250 that will shoot you very, very well. Very, very well. Or you share accommodation with somebody, 2-bedroom, 400, because I have many friends over there. So, and as I said, because after live stream and I got a many number of subscribers, it's encouraged me to add more effort of sharing this information. So for those of you that know some friend that thinking of traveling abroad, just refer them to this channel and share the video. And if you are new, this is your first time, subscribe. That is the only way to encourage the channel. We will build it together. We become one family together. We conquer our fears together. Thank you all. This is the end of today's live stream. I will run live tomorrow by 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. in case my schedule changes. So that's just it. Thank you.